Hello and welcome, mortals. I know it's been a while. Things have been crazy over here at the castle, but we do our best. Thankfully, we have a new one of these to go after. Miss Shue. Shue, are you staring at me? What is this? I feel accused. Anyway, ShoeOnHead has come out with a new video. This one entitled, Why Do Women Hate Sydney Sweeney? I'm sure it's going to be questionable to some. So, without further ado, I am Aiden the Vampire King, and this is a Vampire Reacts to ShoeOnHeads. Why Do Women Hate Sydney Sweeney?
So, if you've been living under a rock, you probably haven't heard that Sydney Sweeney was in an American Eagle commercial.
Genes are passed down from
I swear, it feels like she was staring at me. I know she's not. Don't get too much into that.
parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even
Not gonna lie, I think this is actually the first time I've seen this commercial. I don't know. She almost has that vocal fry going on.
eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Get it? Jean?
That was kind of stupid. Honestly, I mean, I get it. You're using an attractive woman and using the double entendre of the pants sound like the part of the human. But yeah.
Jeans? Because she's attractive? And
Right.
she is. I can see why men like her. She has a really cute face and a nice body. But personally, my favorite thing about Sydney Sweeney is that she's a Nazi.
What? What? My favorite thing is that she's a Nazi. What the fuck? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oops.
They mean to include a bunch of Nazi dog whistles in this? How the f did she agree to this? Actual Nazi ad. The only way Sydney Sweeney would be okay with doing an ad like this is if she was a Nazi.
Wow. Okay. That's certainly a take.
This is Nazi shit.
Oh. Sydney Sweeney heckler blasts her for racist ad during Americana premiere.
That is being racist.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of a adorable retro outfit, but
Some of you guys might be too young to remember, but back
Not
in
even
the day
sure what
when an
Americana
ugly girl
is.
was jealous of a pretty girl, she would simply call her a whore.
I mean, I think they still do that on occasion now, but you know, the whole concept of being a whore seems to be empowering nowadays, so probably not.
That's a good thing now, so we have to call her racist. I am going to be
Oh.
completely honest, I have no idea what movies Sydney Sweeney is in. All I know, she is a very
Well, she was in that god-awful Madam Web movie. Some movie where she's wearing a habit. I have no idea what it is. That Anyone But You movie. And apparently Americana. I don't know what else.
popular celebrity, and I always see discourse on Twitter about her being mid.
Yeah, she's definitely
What is wrong
mid.
with you people? Who is not mid nowadays? I saw Anne Hathaway get called mid the other day. Anne Hathaway. If these women are mid, I'm like a sub-zero. I'm like a -2. I am like a horseshoe crab.
I'm not gonna get into it, but shut up, Shue.
On the bottom of the ocean. Horseshoe crabs are pretty base, though. 445 million years, no evolution.
I mean, it's legitimately a Pokemon. Come on.
That's me. Millions of years on YouTube.
What? Holy shit, this face. This face is amazing. She's like unhinging her jaw almost. God's mistake. Feminazi tears. 10 years of non-evolution.
No evolution. Sydney Sweeney has like a fun, bubbly personality.
Oh, she's in Baskin Robbins commercials too, apparently.
She seems like she enjoys being feminine, and it seems like she doesn't hate men, which is a big plus. She really plays into the, like, I'm a hot blonde bombshell, I have big titties thing, which, are we back to liking titties as a society? Didn't Kim Kardashian deflate her ass recently? That's how I knew the ass fad was over.
Hold on, hold on.
Fall of Kim Kardashian's
what was
ass
that?
and the rise of deflate her ass.
Oh, wow. She really did. I don't know. I remember this controversial picture or something at one point where Kim Kardashian, wow, my mouth hasn't been moving this whole time. Oh well, we can't fix it in post. Where she was like basically naked holding a sheet or something, and her posterior looked unnaturally wide, especially compared to the rest of her body. It was weird. But, you know, good for her. Good for her. I imagine she can't probably run around without bottoms on now because that's a lot of extra skin.
Recently, that's how I knew the ass fad was over. The fall of Kim Kardashian's ass and the rise of Sydney Sweeney. Besides, ass, titties, no, I don't objectify women. I respect women, okay? The only thing that matters to me...
What's she gonna say? Thighs? Or something worse?
...is a woman's mind. And thighs.
Yup!
Like...
Thighs! I called it. I called it.
The male body equivalent to this debate, abs or arms. Personally, I love a good forearm. I love a good, nice, thick, manly wrist. And
A manly wrist?
On a wrist, a watch. Which brings
Oh, God. Oh, God. We're gonna jump it. We're gonna jump it. Sorry, Shoe. I'll put in the last bit here for you, Shoe. There you go.
Or just want to treat yourself to a nice watch, I highly suggest checking out Holskern. Big thank you to Holskern for sponsoring this video. And
there you
now,
go, Shoe.
let's get back to it. My jeans are brown. Feels like my
my jeans are brown. Oh no.
pants.
The woke outrage over Sydney Sweeney's ad has gone from, well, bad to worse.
Some people have taken issue with the phrase great genes.
Wait, I haven't seen this one either. What is up with you, sir? Calm down. There, you've gotten attention. Stop mooing everywhere. Great Genes ad spikes online debate. I haven't seen this ad at all. Is this another one?
Images of a blonde, blue-eyed woman.
If Sydney Sweeney is
Oh,
a
no.
registered Republican,
Oh no.
I think her ad is fantastic. Okay.
But only if... Let's see if I can do an impression. But only if she is a registered Republican. If she's a liberal, I hate the ad entirely. That's how I make decisions. Now let me get on this helicopter. Anyway, I hope
Thank
you like
very
that.
much, everybody.
TikTok and Twitter absolutely blew up with thousands and thousands of people calling this ad fascist propaganda. Yes, they literally took the jeans and jeans pun to be some kind of Nazi dog whistle because Sydney...
Oh, that's very obvious. Like I said, I haven't seen the ads, but I've been seeing people mention the ads all over the place.
Sweeney is an attractive blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman, which apparently has been an extinct species for so long in advertisement that when
Oh.
people saw this, they got scared and thought they saw the ghost of Hitler. Is
What?
Sweeney a Nazi?
The ghost
No.
of
Do
Hitler.
these people kind of have a point about this ad? Also no, they are unwell. But let's hear them out. Let's
Oh, her expressions are priceless sometimes.
watch some of these TikToks. Let's listen to them.
Oh
Listen to
no,
their
this is going to
points.
be
We're not
horrendous.
gonna be mean. We're not gonna own the libs, okay? We are going
Shoe, please. Please tell me you edited these for, YouTube.
to hear them out.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda.
Holy
Interesting.
2014 Tumblr. What the out here looking
2014 Tumblr. That's that's definitely a take.
like she walked straight out of a Stone Toss comic, looking like you're
Stone
going on the
Toss? I don't
thumbnail
even
of
know
this video. Listen, if
I don't even know the reference. I'm not sure I want to look it up either.
your bangs end in the middle of your forehead, You don't have to tell me your political opinions.
Oh,
I know.
damn.
I can
Oh,
tell.
damn.
Okay, sorry. I got it out of my system. Let's continue.
You're not supposed to be owning the libs. Or at least that's what she said.
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda weird.
So this commercial
Oh.
was apparently a
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just play on words, and you know they got a popular, attractive female with blue eyes right now to you know, fill their ad. Should she have been blonde at the time? I mean, maybe they should have done a little more market research to just see how much people were going to explode over that concept, but...
reference to an old Brooke Shields commercial from the 80s.
Oh?
The secret of life lies hidden in a genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual
All right.
and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations. This may result in the origin of an entirely...
This is... One, I have this at 1080 and this looks like shit. Two, I don't know. I'm wondering if this is an American Eagle ad because it is so close.
new species. Which brings us to Calvin's and the survival of the fittest.
Oh.
Calvin Klein jeans.
Well,
oh
right
my
then.
god, she turns into a swastika.
Holy... Wow! Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Let's see. No. No, she'd have to have her hands the other way and then, you know, have her head down toward the S.
Oh my god, she turns into a swastika. She was
Oh
like
my God.
14 in that ad, by the way. Really
Okay.
creepy. So at least Sydney Sweeney is of legal age. 14 is actually pretty old for Brooke Shields if you know her history and her lore. If
Wait.
anything, that is the most...
Wait. Oh, right. Wasn't she in some creepy movie with Susan Sarandon when she was like 6 or something? Back in the day before they made the laws. Probably for the best that they did that anyway.
f***ed up thing about this Sydney Sweeney ad, referencing an old ad of a child star who was abused by Hollywood. But yeah,
Right.
it was a callback to an old commercial. And Sydney Sweeney is the current day hot celebrity, so they chose to do it
Exactly.
with her.
That's
They
what I was
unfortunately
saying.
failed to consider the fact that in current year, white people are not allowed to say that they have good genes because that is Nazi propaganda.
According to all these people thus far, yes. I'm wondering, this, I don't use TikTok, really, you know, I post VODs on, or not VODs, clips on TikTok. Is the picture on the left normal? Or did Shoe just add that in with, like, some psychotic cleavage?
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
And a dyed black, hazel-eyed white woman is complaining about it.
You don't get to drop lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster.
A white...
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of frames of reference, but I played a lot of Wolfenstein, and I don't remember them having a woman like that on posters. It was mostly dudes. Then again, if you actually do a little bit of a deep dive into Nazis, apparently they were all about the homosexual undertones, and a lot of them like to cross-dress, apparently. I don't know. They're Nazis, so we can judge them. But I don't recall ever seeing a poster like that. Then again, I'm not a historian, so...
Blonde, blue-eyed, Hitler's wet dream, talking about how much she loves her genetics. It's not just giving eugenics, it's giving...
The joke about that is, I still swear You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's use ChatGPT. Was Mr. Nope with the H name of Jewish descent? Because I had always heard that he had a bit in him, which made it the most ironic thing, because then no credible evidence. All right. Well, I guess that was a rumor.
Male fantasy.
I like how eugenics and being attractive to men are like equally terrible things to these people.
Sydney Sweeney's jeans ad is giving.
Not gonna lie. Let's go back real quick.
Blonde, blue-eyed, Hitler's wet dream, talking about how much she loved.
This poor thing looks like she needs some iron supplements and maybe a little sunlight.
Her genetics. It's not just giving eugenics.
I mean, look at this girl. She could be cute. She's really angry, and I think Lisa Simpson is high as a kite in the background back there, but
It's giving male fantasy.
I like how eugenics and being attractive to men are like equally terrible
That was
things
an
to these
accident.
people.
Sydney Sweeney's jeans ad is giving ethnic state propaganda. It is giving dystopian. It is giving 1940s
I like the hair
Why
color.
do they all speak the same? Why do they all do the same shit? They all say the same shit. It's giving. It's giving.
On it. Is that a microphone or a extramarital device? I don't know. I've heard recently, I've also seen a lot of different things that would suggest that a good chunk of these TikTokers will just see one person's video and essentially parrot it to jump on the hype train. So everybody sounding very similar, you know, with their giving thing, like she's saying, kind of makes sense if that's the truth and everybody's just trying to jump on the hype train together.
Put a blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
Yeah.
fair-skinned woman in an ad and say she had
Well, I mean, I guess at least she called Sydney fair-skinned and not white.
good genes. I don't know if I can say this, but it's literally giving Nazi propaganda.
It's giving. Also, the
Oh my
flesh-colored
God.
microphone. Why? It's giving.
Yeah,
Dick, okay.
exactly. It's giving put two batteries in there and you'll have a good time all night vibes.
It's giving. It's giving.
Grab it and twist it. Sorry.
Can't believe I actually have to explain this, but there is a reason that they picked a girl named Sydney Sweeney for this ad, and
Why?
it's not
Oh,
just
I bet I know what she's gonna say. Because the S in Sydney and the S in Sweeney are the SS. Oh my God. They're coming for us.
her blonde hair and her blue eyes. Sydney Sweeney is laying with
Am I on drugs or is this woman also blonde hair, blue eyed, and white?
her German Shepherd dog in this shoe. Her name
Okay, as somebody who has a hellhound that originated as a German Shepherd, I can tell you they are friggin' adorable. But, you know, I would have gone with a Corgi or a Husky or something. I don't know. I kind of like them better.
is Sydney Sweeney, so her initials are SS. They intentionally included her German Shepherd dog in the photo shoot.
Is that actually her dog?
Oh my God. Take your meds. Meds. Her name is Sydney.
She's gonna beat you to death with a pill bottle. Oops. There it is. All right.
Sweeney. Her initials
Angry
are
face.
SS, like the Nazis. The dog is a German Shepherd. German, like the Nazis.
Like the
Are they putting crack
Nazis.
in birth control nowadays? What is going on? She is a hot woman. She is a hot woman because of the way she looks. She looks the way she looks because of genetics. She has great genes. That is how a normal person sees it. She's blonde and has blue eyes and her initials are SS and she has a German Shepherd. Is how a schizophrenic, politically brain-rotted person sees it.
Oh my God. The way that came through my headset right now, it sounded like my phone was yelling that. I can't disagree. I mean, if you're picking something apart for every little bit to paint something as something else, you can basically do that with anything. I don't have an example offhand, but I'm sure I could come up with one.
It's a calling American Eagle. This is Jess. How can I help today?
Hi, I am a marketing student and was wondering if I could speak to someone who could maybe give me some insight as to what estimated return on investment there has
She's
to
really
be
planting
to be
this
willing
up.
to use white supremacy and eugenics as your marketing campaign.
On a marketing campaign?
Harassing some.
I love how the poor woman on the phone is like, on a marketing campaign? Huh? What are you saying, madam?
Poor worker. Doesn't even fucking speak English. Has all to do with the commercial. These people are sick.
Yes, I recently saw American Eagle's eugenics marketing campaign where they used that.
Some people have a lot of free time. I mean, did she get follows from wasting this poor woman's time on the phone?
White blonde girl and talked about how good her genes were in a time where racism is rampant in the U.S.
I see.
In a time where racism is rampant in the U.S. Madam, may I point you back to the time of Jim Crow? Back, you know, during the 1900s, the early 1900s, when the Irish people would come over, everybody would come over on the boat, and a good chunk of the Americans would throw things at them, even if they were coming legally.
To share your feedback.
Why are you bothering this random ass Filipino woman with your West Wing ass TED talk? Nobody gives a
Okay, so there's no way to, as a student, I can't learn about when eugenics makes sense in marketing? No one.
Why would a company have any inkling of a reason to entertain your angry yelling over the phone? They're trying to run a business. They don't care if you're a student. I'm a student, so I'm entitled.
On the marketing team can talk to me about that.
I miss like 50 years ago when these people would just be serial killers instead of doing whatever
What?
the fuck this is.
What? When these people would be serial killers? You know, 50 years ago, the asylums would have been open and there'd be a lot of people in them today.
She's even got other celebrities seething.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often.
So, my only introduction to Doja Cat was when she was wearing that weird rhinestone cat outfit at the Met Gala and meowing at people instead of speaking English. Is this how she normally looks and sounds? 'Cause goddamn!
Determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Haha, she did a dumb redneck voice, get it? Because all white people are dumb inbred hicks. Good one, Doja. Hey, by the way, why are you pandering to the same exact people who got your ass canceled for wearing a Sam Hyde shirt once? They all...
I don't know who Sam Hyde is, but why is she complaining about blonde people when she's dyeing her hair blonde?
I think you're racist too, girl, but
understand.
Nice try. Hope they see this.
Doja Cat is making fun of Sydney Sweeney's ad only because she realized after all those years of her kissing up to white supremacists, they're never going to accept her because she's a half-black woman. Wearing...
Oh, well, you know, this woman's apparently gonna just say it for everybody.
the Sam Hyde shirt, you dating all the...
Okay, screw it. Who is this person? What? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Come on. Speed, be quick, be quick. This is how you know that I'm not pre-watching these things. American comedian. From 85. What is his problem? And what is the controversy? Controversy. Oh, Oh, okay. So I guess in 2017 he donated $5,000 to apparently a neo-Nazi. Okay, understandable. Let's continue.
These white supremacists. So make fun of the ad all you want, but we'll never forget you rolling around in those chat rooms showing white supremacists your feet so they can make fun of your black ass.
Oh, they did see
What?
it, and they still hate you.
Weird adverts aside about how the best jeans are characterized in a convention.
Damn. I want to point out the fact that the man speaking right now, if you want to talk about poster children for what is it? National Socialist Party of 1930s Germany, this guy takes the cake.
Conventionally attractive, white, blonde, blue-eyed woman. Not true. I mean, look at me. Within 5 years, or as soon as she shows any sign of aging, that's it. The moment she becomes visibly over 25.
Enjoy the
I mean, it's not like just because you are also white with blue eyes and blonde hair, it doesn't automatically mean you have good genes there, buddy.
now, babe, before you get too old and ugly and hit the wall.
The wall.
But wokely. This is just
But
something I've
wokely.
noticed in the decade of criticizing feminism on the internet. Male feminists are the most misogynistic, sexist freaks ever when they
Oh.
finally have an acceptable, approved target to go after. God forbid you are a woman with the incorrect opinion, because hell hath no fury like a male feminist replying to you.
I've seen some of those over the years. Yeah, it's pretty apt. You know, feminism is great until they can get brownie points from tearing you down.
Strawberry blonde, blue-eyed woman.
Is that
marketing,
strawberry blonde?
Having great genes. This is just a whole fucking eugenics campaign, and I, for one, would like to throw myself off a balcony.
Okay, so why are you making this video? If you're that close to death, man, go get some help.
Do it. Do a backflip. Live
Do it.
stream it. Also, these people just straight up
All right, well, we know that Shue will never be a psychologist.
don't know what the eugenics movement is.
psychiatrist.
Talking about genetics is not eugenics. Sydney Sweeney did not say she had the best genes or superior genes or that other people had bad inferior genes. Someone even made it like a fake ad, like, be
I mean, oh. Okay. Also, didn't Beyonce used to be black at one point? Why? She looks like a white woman now. What is going on? Or does she have like the Michael Jackson vitiligo thing?
Beyonce has better genes, and it's like, why'd you pick the picture where she has like a blonde wig on?
This campaign is poking at women's greatest and most tender
Not gonna lie, Sydney looks like she's suffering from horrible insomnia in this picture. Haven't slept for days, and then I'm gonna do a jeans commercial.
insecurity under the patriarchy, which is desirability in the beauty standard. It affects not only non-white women, even though this is clearly white supremacist, Aryan race propaganda, but
I mean, again, popular actress right now. Like, would people say the same thing about Pedro Pascal? He's in everything right now.
it also adversely affects the majority of white women who do not naturally have blonde hair and blue eyes. Because yes, even the women who can achieve this look
How does it affect them? How does this ad affect anyone? Honestly, it's an ad for jean clothing. It's not violence toward you. What the hell?
have to do it through artificial means in one way or another. The vast majority of white women are not naturally blonde. And of
Okay.
course, lots of white women are also insecure about having brown eyes. So that's a whole generation of young
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Women are insecure about having brown eyes? Why? It's how you're made up, people. Yeah, oh my god. What is going on with you mortals? Why would people hate themselves for their hair color or their eye color? You know, I could understand maybe being a little self-conscious if you had a deformity like a club foot or something. But hair and eye color in 2025, when they're the easiest thing to mask and change in the world? Honestly.
White women who are being further propagandized to purchase blonde hair dye and contacts for the rest of all time.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so apparently the insecurities of people is just a marketing campaign for a jeans company to get people to buy hair dye and colored contacts? What?
What? Are attractive women just not allowed to model anymore because, like, God forbid it makes some other women insecure? And
Apparently.
as someone with brown eyes, I've never once felt
Yeah, I mean, look at this one. Brown hair, brown eyes. Goddamn. Sorry.
insecure about having brown eyes. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into hyperborea, but I've seen myself photoshopped with blue eyes. Horrifying.
Whoa! Holy wow. That is extreme. It's like she's from the movie Dune.
So we've gone from
The spice. Shoe is on the spice.
Nazi propaganda to genocide to racism to now poor little girls are gonna feel insecure because they don't have blue eyes like Sydney Sweeney.
Another thing about the Sydney Sweeney beauty standard that is very important to note is that big boobs are a hallmark of what conservative men are attracted to. At the end of the early 2000s and through the 2010s,
Really?
we were becoming a more progressive society, and so we also naturally progressed to be a more ass-centric society.
Wow. Okay, so ass is liberal and large titties are conservative. Well, damn, call me a moderate, because I kind of like both. Anyway.
In the 2000s, we were becoming more progressive, so we started objectifying women's butts. What? The communist utopia will be ass-centric, apparently. I didn't know the ass first thing was political. How does she know conservatives are all boob men? Conservatives in the audience, are you a boobs or butt guy? What political affiliation are the feet men?
Libertarian. I don't know. What political affiliation are the men that like thighs? Are they the Green Party?
Libertarians. Listen, they can try to disguise it with their little intersectionality buzzwords all they want, but at the end of the day, women just want a socially acceptable reason to hate other women. That's it.
Good genes passed on to offspring? That American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is...
Is this ADR? The lips look so off sync.
literally overt eugenics. I know you don't want to hear this, but if you want...
Oh god. Oh god, I hate it when people do ADR like that. You literally are putting yourself in another part of the room and you sound like you're the same distance away from the mic. That is violence.
I want to talk about how that ad is promoting eugenics.
And again, is that even this person's voice? Because the lips are so off.
Which it absolutely is. We also have to talk about how choosing not to wear a mask when you can during an
I'm getting
ongoing
so much
pandemic,
uncanny valley from
a certain
this.
subset of people, primarily disabled people of color, dying for your own comfort, is also eugenics.
1 second.
Wait, what was that?
I know you don't want to hear this, but if you want to talk about how that ad is promoting eugenics, which it absolutely is, we also have to talk about how choosing not to wear a mask when you can during an ongoing pandemic, because you're okay with a certain subset of people, primarily disabled people of color, dying for your...
Whoa! Excuse me? Not wearing a mask is to propagate the death of disabled people of color? Huh? What? Madam, are you from the moon? What the hell is going on?
Your own comfort is also eugenics.
1 second. $2025.
Yes.
We are talking about wearing masks for COVID in 2025.
Well, remember, COVID is supposedly the new flu. It never goes away, and it's always deadly. And if you read some of the conspiracy theories, they're actually working on a newer, deadlier strain. Anyway.
Like how she's woke scolding the other woke scolds for not woke scolding about her particular pet issue. COVID broke the brains of so many of these people, man. It's because it's when the world was just a giant, safe HR longhouse where it was socially acceptable for them to be moral busybodies and never leave their home. It was like the closest to their lib shit utopia that we have ever gotten, and they miss it.
I remember growing up in a predominantly white community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture. Take my name.
She is so shiny. So shiny.
If it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted. That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you,
what?
but we live in a predominantly white country. If you go to another country, there will be a different beauty standard. If you go to
Correct.
the country of your ancestors, there will be a different beauty standard, and maybe it will look more like you. But again, she didn't say her genes were better or the best, and it's not like all the hot popular celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, she has great genes, apparently, according to the commercial, and she's pretty. She didn't say everybody looks like ass compared to her. Oh my god, why does it have to be propaganda? Why can't it just be a stupid commercial?
Celebrities look like Sydney Sweeney. Look at Ana de Armas. Look
Oh
at
my god.
hot popular celebrities
Okay.
look like Sydney Sweeney. Look at Ana de
I just want to throw out, if I hated the John Wick series, I still would have gone and seen the ballerina. My god.
Armas. Look at Zendaya. They don't look
Yeah, Zendaya's pretty cute. I remember back in the X-Out commercial days, though.
anything like Sydney Sweeney, and they are known as very beautiful around Hollywood. This is why corporations in the media think in order to pander to the female gaze, everything has to be like average and frumpy and ugly, because women can't stop fucking projecting their insecurities. Not every character in a movie or a video game has to look like you. Not
Well, and I mean, on that note as well, I get the concept of body positivity. I would say it probably means well, but what's wrong with trying to help people? And I'm not even suggesting that the Genes ad is geared in this direction, but since apparently other people are suggesting it is, what is wrong with trying to help people be their best selves and be healthy? Because honestly, guys, come on. When you're a certain size, it's just not healthy for you. And you can body positivity all day long, but that person's going to die. I mean, I don't know the guy's name, but I remember seeing a story about some body positivity influencer within the last 5 years who was morbidly obese and he died from it. So, I mean, come on, people.
everyone in an ad has to look like you. Hell, the only time I see people who look like me is when I turn on the live-action Grinch movie. You notice men
What?
don't say this shit, by the way? They usually go,
Excuse, what? Is she saying she looks like a who? Madam, you have too much nose for that.
like, wow, that man is strong. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go to the gym. And women are like, wow, that woman is thin. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go complain.
What?
See, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Only Sydney Sweeney take you need. Ugh. Of course, because this is how we're going to market to try to make my channel more popular.
Sweeney's jeans better. Like, why did you get that joke?
Oh, why are you saying better? She didn't say better. She said she has great genes. She didn't say she has better genes.
All us woke people are saying is that it's just a little bit weird to directly reference European jeans as better.
Again.
Wait, European genes? The company is literally called American Eagle. What?
She never said that her genes were better. You are making shit up.
Now, when you think of the all-American...
Oh, we're saying genes with a G. Again, not better. Nobody said better. Let's see. Holy goodness, the ad is saying she has good genes, saying she's attractive, but the genes are better but the genes are better, that's it. Nothing more or less. Get some self-confidence. LOL. Okay.
Girl, like the standard of like American beauty, you probably think blonde hair, blue eyes, white girl, right? You're not supposed to think
No,
that
not
way.
You're not supposed to
necessarily.
think that way, guys. That's double plus ungood.
That's that's ingrained in you.
She's stabbing at the camera with her hands. She's going to poke her eyes out.
Because of negative things that have been pushed on you by society.
When you think about the all-American woman, you should be thinking about an obese, transgender, disabled woman or something. What would be an acceptable vision of the American woman for this person? It's insane she's saying that we think Sydney Sweeney is hot because of negative things that have been pushed on us by society. No, bitch, we have eyes. And just because she is attractive does not mean you are also not attractive. Look at your full lips. That is a standard of beauty I'll never live up to, but that's okay, because I have other things that are beautiful and unique about me, just like you have other things that are beautiful and unique about you, regardless if Sydney Sweeney is held up as the American beauty standard. These are lessons your mother...
Well, is she even being held up as the American beauty standard? Did every company, every governor, everybody in the United States come up and be like, this is it. She's the American beauty standard. No one else. If you aren't her, go die. No, she was in a commercial. She's a friggin' celebrity. This is what they do. They're in commercials.
should have taught you. Not a YouTuber. Sydney Sweeney's ad shows a cultural shift towards whiteness. Advertisements are always mirrors of society, and sometimes what they reflect is ugly and startling. Boo! A white woman. Oh, the fucking author is white. I hate these people, man. Shut up. Shut up. It's one thing when it's like a non-white person talking about how white people suck. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
you're
I
just
do always
racist.
find it
But
kind
when
of
it's
funny.
a white person talking about...
I do find it kind of funny whenever, you know, there's mentions of oppression against the black community, any minority community, whatever. And it always seems like there are white women screaming about it more than anybody in that minority group. Any black person, anybody like that. It seems like it's always white women coming out. And they're saying, essentially, it seems like they're coming across with, oh, well, we're better than them, so we have to use our whiteness to protect them. They're people just like you. They can take care of themselves.
white people suck, you need to be ground up into a pulp and fed to livestock. You would
Oh my
honestly be
God.
more useful that way. Ants are always mirrors of society, and some
Oh my God, Soylent Green? I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good idea to give it to the livestock, because then it would get in the meat and...
sometimes what they reflect is ugly and startling. Popular American culture is, indisputably, becoming more puritanical and more conservative.
How?
Puritanical? The focus of
How?
the ad was her tits and ass! This
Yeah.
is not at all a conservative, puritanical ad.
And if it's both tits and ass, that means it must be a moderate ad.
Have you seen what the puritanical right thinks of Sydney Sweeney? They think she's a whore, okay? They think she's a whore. The backlash has been swift and fierce, and some of it, at least if you ask me,
Yeah,
is fair.
yeah.
The internet has been quick to
No, she's completely right. A puritanical right-wing group would think anybody showing cleavage is a whore. They'd probably honestly think that Shue is a whore because she's got a little bit of cleavage in this video.
condemn the advertisement as non-inclusive at best. Non-inclusive? Why the f does everything have to be inclusive? It's a commercial with one fucking person in it. Sweeney
Correct.
exudes a source of vintage sexiness that caters to the male gaze. She embodies the
What?
near mythological girl next door beautiful but low maintenance sexy femininity that dominated the media in the 1990s and early 2000s.
You know, that does make sense why they would have used her for a Laura Olympus ad to play Persephone. She was cute in that.
Oh wow, that sounds great. You're telling me that's fascism? Waiter, more fascism, please. What the
What?
It's just so funny, like, the left is currently losing their mind about how, like, They need to get young men to vote for Democrats again. And here they are like, blondes with big is are fascism. Listen, the alt-right pipeline does not start with the American Eagle ad. It starts with you. What are you doing? This is not...
Yeah, honestly, if they're worried about people leaving their side to go to another side, maybe don't be the people over here yelling and screaming and acting all insane about absolutely everything. If you want to bring people back to your side, make the grass greener on that side. Don't light the grass on fire and then say the other side is racist for it.
At all a conservative far-right ad. It's just a normal ad that would have ran like 15 years ago. But I guess that's what being far-right is nowadays. Being normal from 15 years ago. I love this random part of the article though. Young women are being radicalized through so-called clean skincare and healthy eating.
Sorry. Never mind. It does make sense. When body positivity is a thing and everybody's like, oh my god, you're healthy at every size, even when you can't fit into a taxi cab. I guess it is radical to be healthy.
So fascism is hot people eating healthy and having clean skin. Goebbels himself could not make better propaganda. Literally, as I am editing this video, the New York Times comes out with his opinion piece, Why the Right is...
Thinness. Again, why is trying to be healthy considered fascism? Yes, I understand. The foods that are healthier are more expensive. I face this issue when I eat food as opposed to blood. But honestly, there are still things you can do. You can join a gym for like $5 a month. We gotta be healthier. It's not a political thing.
Is obsessed with thinness. I would really appreciate if people stopped equating health and beauty to fascism, because if health and beauty are fascism, what is unhealthiness and ugliness? Unfortunately, a big part of socially progressive ideology is dismantling hierarchies and norms and challenging what society sees as conventional, traditional, and beautiful. A really good example of this was those statues that were put up like all over different...
I don't understand the statue. I'd need to read that thing to understand what's going on in this, but, you know, people, what was it? I think somebody sold a invisible sculpture for like 30 grand a month ago, so art is art for everybody, I guess.
Cities of like a frumpy woman in leggings, and the artist says like the purpose of these was to like challenge conventional beauty standards, and it's like, imagine looking like one of these women and then hearing like, oh yeah, this was put up to challenge beauty. Like, what do you mean by that? Remember the whole body positivity movement like 10 years ago? Remember like all the fat influencers? Remember when every single ad was like this ad, for example? Calvin Klein's latest underwear campaign is breaking big boundaries.
How? I mean, you're putting a different person in your ad. It's not breaking a boundary. I mean, yes, I'm not a woman. So maybe they're geared toward women. But I can tell you, whenever I go out for clothing, I'm like, is it well made? Does it breathe? Is it comfortable? Okay, I'll get it. I will never be sitting here like, oh my god, freaking, I don't know, Pedro Pascal is wearing it. I definitely want it now. I don't get it, people. I don't get it.
Boundaries. Whoa. What do you mean by that? While fashion is starting to seriously consider creating more inclusive environment for consumers, there is still a huge mountain to climb before it is truly considered diverse. Huge mountain?
What?
No, that's just mean. And that's why Calvin Klein, probably the most famous name associated with underwear, just launched a groundbreaking campaign.
What's groundbreaking about it?
Come on.
Okay. Did Calvin Klein never cater to people that weren't, supermodels? They never had a size above, a large? I'm guessing a male supermodel could wear large underwear. They never marketed above a large, and somehow they're one of the biggest companies in the fashion industry.
now. The campaign is all about feeling
maybe not marketed, but they never sold above a large.
Free to express yourself, being uninhibited, and being provocative by challenging the norms we see on a regular basis. See? Challenging norms. It's all about challenging norms. This reminds me of that protein world controversy from 2015. Old heads will remember. I wrote an article about it for the Libertarian Republic. Wow, that was a long time ago. But anyway, a billboard with this ad for a protein powder supplement was put up and people lost their fucking minds. They vandalized it, they threatened to...
Protein World sees also the history of feminism. Lap it up. You'll all be unemployed and unemployable in a few months' time. Huh?
Get a bunch of the employees fired. They threatened to go where the company...
Feminists with hammers where to smash patriarchy. Kingfisher. Oh, we're doxing people.
Was located with hammers, all because they committed the great crime of body shaming by daring to have a thin, attractive woman on their ad. This ad made other companies come out with their own like little virtue signaling things. Like,
honestly, people need to get help. People need to get help. People need to... I know it's expensive, but people need to like go to a clinic and get some sort of psychiatric help. We all need to live on the internet less, because if you see an ad and feel body shamed by the ad, you need to love yourself more, because honestly, an ad shouldn't affect how you feel about yourself. Unless you feel so bad about yourself that it reminds you how bad you feel about yourself, at which point you should probably try doing something about it.
Like passive aggressive, like everybody is ready. Like every fashion magazine, every beauty magazine was pumping this shit out the time. Just fat, 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 fat. The rise of like Tess Holiday and the hashtag F your beauty standards. Oh my god. You could not escape this. Also, suspiciously, body positivity only seemed to mean...
Exactly. Women are great at any size, according to this, but dudes, you have to have a six-pack. You have to be shredded.
Obese women? But yes, everywhere you looked, it was like fat, 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 and everyone was like, yes, queen! Well, now we live in Ozempic world, and the fat acceptance movement seems to have died. Like many of the fat influencers, unfortunately. And these same types of people are like crashing out about the Sydney Sweeney ad because they really do feel like...
Isn't that what Lizzo did? Isn't she on all kinds of Ozempic or something? And then she, like, did a shoot, like Sydney Sweeney's shoot, and she's, like, the same size? I don't know. I figure you see all these millionaires, and they're like, look at me, I lost weight. I figure if you're a millionaire, you're probably not struggling too hard to lose weight like the rest of us.
Like, all the work they have done to, like, socially engineer people's behavior and preferences has been just, like, destroyed overnight. Who would win? Decades of propaganda?
Ugh.
One big booby girl.
One big booby girl.
Article, I can't say I'm too surprised at the backlash towards this model's body. We are living in a world where instead of striving to better ourselves and live a healthy lifestyle, praising obesity and unattractiveness is becoming the norm. Well, ShoeOnHead from 10 years ago, you will be happy to hear that it seems like it's no longer the norm. Because apparently not just American Eagle, but like Dunkin' Donuts and Arby's.
Not gonna lie, I read that shirt initially. Hot girls, fat Arby's.
Are using hot people in their ads again. Is the culture truly healing, or are we about to go into a deep financial recession? Questions we should be asking.
Probably both.
Angry Reddit freaks also doxed
Maybe
Sydney,
only
looking
one.
through her voting records and found...
Oh, wow. They doxed her? I mean, obviously the Trump thing said that she's registered, but they doxed her?
Found out she's a registered Republican.
Wow.
One of the most common
You
things I
shouldn't
saw
dox
about this were
people.
how, like, all the women getting mad about Sydney Sweeney
Shouldn't
were
swat
ugly,
people either.
and I don't think that's true. There were some like pretty people in there. But it got onto this topic that I see all the time, and that is, why are liberal women so ugly? Leftists
Damn.
are ugly, conservatives are hot, which is not true, by the way. I was at January 6th, okay? But for the most part, stereotypes exist for a reason, right? Conservatives are, well, conservative with the way that they present themselves. They tend to follow norms and beauty standards, which is why, for example, the media
I don't know.
called Hassan a, quote, progressive in a MAGA body, and how so many
That man is very hairy.
women on dating apps nowadays are looking for a man who votes Democrat but looks like a Republican.
Ooh. Okay, maybe what she was saying is a thing. People are replying like this.
Everyone is aware of the stereotypes. And with leftists, you know the stereotype, like the overweight, blue hair, nose ring. They're not all ugly, of course, but many purposely make themselves look ugly. Because being ugly is saying f you to the man. Marcel
Yeah, not gonna lie, it is your body, it is your choice, but sometimes it freaks me out a little bit when I turn a corner and there's a woman there that's, you know, bound to set off a metal detector with all the stuff in her face.
Duchamp's art piece,
What the
Fountain,
hell is
which
this?
was literally just a urinal, was a f you to
Yeah.
art institutions and classical ideas of beauty. Those f-ass
You know, on the subject of an art institution, I went to an art museum once and had a big titty anime girl and an anime dude. They were both naked and there was some fluid flying, and these were like 7-foot tall statues. It was very unexpected.
ugly concrete block brutalist buildings are another example.
What the hell is that?
After World
These buildings look like post-apocalypse. We're gonna fight the kaiju we're living in Fallout buildings.
War II as a post-war modernist style, in part created as
What?
a skew to the classical architecture celebrated by, drumroll, the Nazis. Now think
Oh.
of those concrete buildings
no.
and the urinal and apply it to broader society. Basically, the blue hair and nose ring is a you to, well, Sydney Sweeney. Hitler existed, so now everything has to be fat and ugly. Sorry.
So, I mean, if we look back at that picture with that lady, excuse me. Go back.
To broader society. Basically, the blue hair and nose ring is a you to.
So she's literally complaining of every part of this? Definitely does not fit the same beauty standard as Sydney. Not white. Not trying to fit the same beauty standard.
Well, Sydney Sweeney. Hitler existed, so now everything has to be fat and ugly. Sorry. I don't know why so many on the left want to give the concept of beauty and health to the right, but it is not a winning strategy. Listen, I just want everyone's basic needs met, alright? I don't want people going in debt if they get into a car accident, or homeless, or get sent to foreign wars. I didn't sign up for this stupid shit. It is funny, though.
No, I completely agree. I am totally here for us to help people around the world after we've already fixed our own bullshit here. But, you know, it does tell you about first world problems when people are over here complaining about commercials, when there are people on other parts of the world that are complaining about not having things to eat.
How, like, every time Sydney Sweeney is on camera, there's, like, a right-wing article, like, woke is dead. Wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty.
What? Huh? Okay, so the suggestion then is just wokeness is fully ugly. I've definitely seen some women on the left that are very attractive.
Are Sydney Sweeney's breasts double D harbingers of the
What?
death of woke? Was that girl right about conservatives being boob guys?
Okay.
She might have been right after all. Honestly, this doesn't really make sense
All
because
right.
like, the left are the ones trying to normalize and like OnlyFans culture and stuff like that. If anything, there is too
Oh,
much
this video is
boobs
long.
everywhere. We need to calm down a bit. But when it comes to Sydney's like classical bombshell beauty, like I kind of get where they're coming from. Sydney Sweeney is a hot white woman who does not mind catering to the
Damn.
male gaze after we had a decade of hearing about how
Well, I mean, if you think about it too, the whole OnlyFans culture, they say don't, don't objectify women. But when women objectify themselves, it's okay. As long as they're making money from men objectifying them. I don't know. I've also seen the argument that if a woman is younger than a man, it's wrong for them to be in a relationship. But if he pays her for sex, it's totally cool. Somebody explain these things to me. I'm over 3,000 years old. I don't understand it.
how the male gaze is bad and toxic. A decade of hearing about how white people are bad and toxic. A decade of ugly, angry, fat androgyny seeping its way into everything and anything. When people say Sydney Sweeney is anti-woke, I don't even think they mean politically. I think they just mean like Sydney Sweeney is like looking into a time portal back to 1992. A time when porn addiction wasn't such a big issue. Every woman didn't show her hole online for $5. Hookup apps didn't exist. It's like a bunch of millennials and zoomers are longing for a time they never experienced. But yes, this is a cultural shift, but not necessarily a
I don't know. There are certainly sometimes I miss the old days.
Conservative one. Just a return to like normalcy, a return to normal Americana consumerism. In 2065, conservatives are gonna be like posting people twerking like, return! These same TikTok freaks who are attacking Sydney Sweeney have been sounding the alarm about this cultural shift for some time now. And we see a bunch of celebrities embracing like looking normal and healthy again. Like Demi Lovato is a perfect example of this.
Oh yeah, she is. She did all this. She, put on a lot of weight. She said she was bi or something. Now I think she's completely in shape again, looking like she used to, and I believe she just married a guy.
He was an obese, short hair, walking stereotype, crying about a frozen yogurt place.
What?
Daring to sell sugar-free frozen yogurt.
I walked in, was so triggered that I left without froyo.
To now being skinny.
I'm sorry, you got triggered because they had a sugar-free option? Once again, first world problems. She's also, a millionaire or something, so it's even worse. Rich people should not do the whole throwing stones in glass houses things.
And healthy and married, and even making a TikTok dancing happily in that same frozen yogurt place.
The singer returning.
No way. What? Oh my God, she just did it for attention. 100%. She just said she was triggered for attention.
To the scene of the crime Wednesday, poking fun at herself on her social.
That's part of the reason these people are freaking out and saying like fascist aesthetics, because they know the chokehold they have had on culture is losing its grip. Inshallah. Once Sam Smith goes back to being normal, that's when I know the culture is healing. Thankfully, American Eagle did not bend.
Okay, I want to say I'm not a fan of that man. He scares me. For the children, he scares me.
In the knee and did not apologize to the horde. In fact, they doubled down. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes, her story. Wait a minute. Her genes, her story. HH.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Now, I can sit here and say the obvious.
I hope she makes something out of that, because otherwise I'm just sitting here wondering what the hell it could be.
It's like, these corporations just want to pander to you, they just want to sell you like, yeah, obviously. But have you considered, it's good when corporations pander to me, personally? I just realized so much of American political discourse is like, around f***ing corporations and ads. The Gillette commercial, Bud Light, Protein World. There are so many examples, like, it's just crazy how so much of our politics revolves around consuming things. I will buy blue team product. I will buy red team product.
It's horrifying. Honestly, we need to get rid of the two-party system. We just need to be an America first thing. We need to lift each other up and improve this country.
bleak. In conclusion, we are tired of ugly. There's hot people in ads again. The white woman is back, baby. Let's go. 500 trillion more to Israel. Nobody can afford a fucking house. World is run by pedophiles, but woke is dead, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. So if you like this video, please subscribe and maybe donate to me on Patreon.
Well, if you like my video, please subscribe. Also, I'd love it if you guys could suggest some videos down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this whole situation, and let me know if you like the video. Please, no more weird comments trying to ask me out. Anyway, I will do my best to try to get some more of these out more frequently again, as we were doing before. I have so many trailer reactions I need to do, and I'm probably going to have to do some retrospectives as well, since some of these movies and games have come out at this point. Anyway, mortals, I'm Aiden the Vampire King, and this has been a Vampire Reacts. Please remember to get that good sip.